as a people with one song, with one voice, we're a nation undivided and poised. We will take us down.
Do you know that over 8,000 people lost their life in 2015 political elections? Do you know that 80% of them were youth? They all had dreams and aspirations, just like you and I. How do we put a stop to this?
It is known unarguably that 60 to 70% of the entire population of every given society is in the youth constituency, and so is the voting strength. So the youths are being used as template for perpetrating violence during elections. It's something that is a thing of concern, which is why we've started this advocacy and asking youths that it's not just about being used for political violence, but it's something that we should ask, demand for good governance, demand to be involved in the process of governance, and then demand that a democratic dividend should be given to the youths of every given society.
We in Plateau, we now have what we call the Plateau State Roadmap for Peace, which was initiated by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. And if irrespective of tribe, irrespective of religion, you can sit down and talk, I think that is the first step.
Acquiring PVC is more than acquiring a gun, because the basis of it is very fundamental to one's life. And if you have a PVC, you vote for who you want, who can help you, and you vote out who you think is not performing. So it's a very essential ingredient on the youth to exercise their civic rights and responsibilities. Most of all, they are the leaders, and they are the ones to choose which leader should lead them well.
We must understand that conflict is inevitable. Yes, it's part of human life, and we have to contend with it, manage it, resolve, and also transform it for our own benefits. But where conflict is not properly managed, then it leads to negative consequences.
For election to be considered to be declared free and fair, it must be violent free.
I've always told youths that freedom is not free, it is fought for. If you are waiting for people to hand over freedom to you, you will wait forever. And of course, violence has not paid anybody. But we've seen where dialogue and peaceful negotiations have brought about a lot of results.
Peace is extremely important. As scripture puts it, we must be our brother's keepers, so that peace will be not only maintained but sustained for the benefit and progress of any individual in the state and country at large.
Well, from the religious perspective, I'm sure you're aware that there is no single religion that allows destruction of any kind. So as far as Islam is concerned, which I'm sure that is what our sister religion also says, any violence against anybody is against the wishes of the Almighty. And anybody doing it is not doing it in the name of religion, it's doing it for his own selfish interests, but not in the name of religion. Because there's no religion that allows you to touch somebody or touch somebody's property because of any reason whatsoever.
Most of us, we are born into our religions. Yeah, I'm a Christian because my parents were Christians. You are a Muslim because your parents are Muslims. We didn't choose it, but God made it that way. There is no religion that says you should kill your neighbor. None at all. So if we have a system that works, I don't think we'll have a problem of violence within our communities, especially those rural communities.
Peace is very central to human development, and that without peace, the whole idea of economic development, the whole idea of growth, the whole idea of happiness will not be there.
As can we have been preaching that without getting your PVC, you will not vote and not even be voted for. We have shouted it among the church leaders, among Christians in particular. One day We will ask churches to stand by the door, and any person that comes in, we will say, show your PVC.
I will be surprised if there's anybody that does not have a PVC. That is our right, and that is what we are going to use to determine who will lead us in the next 4 years. So it's a must, and I advise that all youths, all indigenous of Plateau State and this country at large, everybody should come out, register and get your PVCs. It is that that will give you the right to choose whoever that will lead you. Please, as a matter of urgency, go and register and get your PVCs.
Electoral violence itself is for the weaker minds, and secondly for the stronger minds. For those who are weak, they resort to violence. For those who are strong and they are not winning, they instigate, incite, using different vices as religion, ethnicity, to cause confusion and mayhem.
Therefore,
say no to violence, express peace.
Monsieur Rome Yifan, Birom Yinusuda, Botaskat mean daying in Razabe.
Mami Chalo, youth for far, but chat na of Nangayak. Don't walk ma Botaskat or Nafa Nangayak. Kuri Kumro shake it, Kama Amakufong ba, Yerek by Yene, Ye Arin.
Ko we dimcin kati kuna da mun go doyi mu gwat zabe no
na su nan ba mu no il plateau no
ba mun ku dom leka mun ku dom atong riang jerim yil munut
a yir fe sharwa daga na kabon a yir ushimta ta kin richa mizare inyira kokari ni kun kon an rusi ken ku kasa kinyir ku kasa ba yira bira gamne benzare ba ko ngaru wura tabbe atasi ter iken ku kasa tu ku kasa ni kumta nyir ku kasa bambugulen e haderiche ni kumta dir iser ku yaga shon ku kasa yong ne nyegapir kenra bi ken ku kasa ba atulen ne nu wa baba amo no yiri nyiri benna kabong amo no haderiche ni kumta nyir ku kasa na ni titunir musaman yira fi zare amo no da no lisia.
And we are calling youths to put their heads together and to say no to electoral violence. We are good to be used during elections, and we are also good to be used in the governance after the process of the elections.
So youths, we want to change, we want to run as young people, go get your PVC.
Be part of the solution to the myriads of issues we are facing in Plateau State, and not to be, part of the triggers of violence.
So I beg you, all Nigerians, the people on the plateau, let's embrace one another and live in peace.
So I advise all youths to first get their PVC and belong to a political party.
My candid advice to the youth of Plateau is we should come out and vote.
The youth must get their PVC. Their PVCs. And I think for me, this issue should not be one that should be negotiated. Your PVC as a young man, as a young woman, is your license. Without that license, you cannot call people to order. You cannot question the quality of democracy and governance that is being given to you.